Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now in the past we took a look at this Olight Lantern Pro. This for me has become one of my favorite lighting options. I absolutely love this light. From the overall just quality look, the nice warm tones, or when you want, flipping that switch, getting to the white LEDs, illuminating perfectly when I need it on my picnic table, in my camp scenario, and just creating a little bit of ambiance. This has been fantastic. But Olight now upping the ante, adding the Haloop. This is a unique light. I've never seen anything quite like this, where this will attach to a number of different sort of upright, posts or supports, anything like that. So going in combination with my lantern, this is going to be really, really cool. So what we're going to do today, we're going to take a look at this. I'm going to show you how it works. We're going to break it out of the package, get a first look together, and then I'm going to show you practical applications where I think this is definitely going to work for me and where it might work for you. But with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Olight who did provide this for review. And so again, as I mentioned, I have been using this Olight Lantern Pro to illuminate my camp scenario, create a little bit of ambiance, just provide tabletop lighting when I've needed it. Now, I'm not going to say I host a ton of parties, but when we have people over, I do need lighting options, and especially around a table, and especially when it's getting dark. And this Haloop is going to be instrumental in that ability. And so as I mentioned, this does have the ability to attach to a number of sort of upright posts, things like that, umbrella posts and whatnot. So I'm going to demonstrate that. But first, let's break this out of the package and get a look at it in detail. And so here, as we break this out, I mean, just a real unique looking product. Right away, that is just the very first thing, just very unique and different from anything else that I have or that I've really seen. And that is one thing I just have to give props to the people at Olight who've really been going to the next level with their lighting solutions. I mean, you've seen desktop lighting, lanterns, the O bulb, which is really cool. And then beyond that, I mean, just, on top of all of that, adding the Bluetooth capability to change the colors and whatnot. So Olight has really been going outside of the box to create unique lighting solutions. And I think that's what we're going to find here with the Haloop. So here, as we open this up, we can get into some of the different mounting options, the user's manual, and the light itself. And that pretty much wraps up what we see here in the packaging. Now, right away on the box, you can see this says max 600 lumens and 180 hours of runtime. That's like a crazy amount of runtime. So this could be a real nice option for camping, but maybe even emergency preparedness in a way. And as we get this out here, whoa, this thing is so cool. Take a look at this. Wild in shape. Now, the reason why this caught my attention is because it does share very many of the exact same design elements as the Lantern Pro. Keep a look at the colors. Keep a look at, the shape and the color of the knob and the cage and the way this is all coming together. These make a phenomenal paired set. And that's what really, again, caught my attention with this Haloop. So as we look here, you can see the underside with the dual LEDs. This is going to be really interesting. I have no real great idea on where to start exactly. So going against everything a good guy believes in, I am actually going to read up for just a second in this user's manual. And now, of course, this also does come with the proprietary charging cable. So here you can see, actually, I take that back. This here coming with a USB Type-C cable. So this is a USB Type-C charging cable. what appear to be some Velcro mounting straps, and then the Haloop itself, which, let's just look at this as one combined piece. You can see this does have like grab handles. These are a little bit difficult to get on, but you can get on them, these little grab handles here. And actually, as we take a look from the side, you'll notice that they are not continuous loops. So this allows you to thread this easily onto like a wire or a cable or something like that, ridge line or whatnot. So that's one hanging and mounting method, which is really interesting, easy, and useful. Before I go too much further, I'm just going to turn this on and we'll take a look. So this is going to be very similar to what you see in the Lantern. So as I start to turn this on, your power indicator, now that did blink, I believe, on all 4 lights, maybe 3. So this is roughly 3/4 full battery, which is awesome to get started. And you'll notice this is infinitely adjustable. So brightness coming up, coming up, coming up. And if this is like the LED lantern, at a certain point, you get past that nice warm glow, and it switches over, boom, to that white LED. And that is just awesome, really giving you the luxury of having quality bright lighting, yet at the same time, rocking this back, setting the tone, and having some ambiance. So nice. Really, really cool. I love this Haloop already. This thing is going to be awesome. Now this is where things start to get kind of unique and very interesting. As we take a look here, you'll notice that this does have a latch. So this latch here, oh, if you press it, it pops open, okay? Now, this clamshell is open. You end up with this little adapter piece. You'll notice right away that this is threaded. So that's awesome. This adapter can go right on a tripod or something like that. I have a million ways where this is going to be very useful, and that is cool. I like that very much. But then inside, this is actually spring tension on this piece in here, which changes the inner diameter. And this can go on different poles of various diameters, which Olight reports can go from 0.79 inches on the inner diameter to 2.17 inches on the outer diameter. That is impressive, to say the least. And the fact that they've even thought of this in the first place is just phenomenal. Now, the other thing is there is the ability to leverage this adapter if needed. You can actually, add Velcro through these, sort of open slots here and make this a hangable option. There are just many, many ways this can be utilized. And so again, as you take a look on the inside here, this looks to be like permanently affixed little instructions, which is kind of neat. Again, just thinking outside the box a little bit, but adding those little instructions inside that clear window. And as I look at it here, logo buckle, hanging hooks, USB dust port, gives you some battery information. Just really, really cool. And that latch mechanism works flawlessly. I love this. I love this already, and I haven't even used it. That's so cool how that works. The grip seems sturdy. Like I'm not even really going to easily be able to twist this. I wanted to square up the logo. I'm going to have to literally like open this up, twist it around, and then close this back into place. This construction is phenomenally good. I can tell you already, this product is a dream. I love this. It is a very enjoyable product. So at this point where I've just got this literally out of the box, I am going to take this USB Type-C cable. Let's try this just real quick, because I believe this is probably also going to double as a power bank if you need it. So theoretically, if I had a device that I wanted to charge, can I just plug it in here? And will it charge it? Yes. So that is awesome. I mean, look at that. The ability to actually charge your gear off of this on top of everything else, just really, really cool. So this is going to give you the ability to charge this. You'll notice that this does require to be charged leveraging a USB Type-C cable with that USB Type-C port. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So we'll get this charged up, and then we'll get it outside and take a look at it in some practical use. And so now, as I get the Haloop out into the field for some quality field use, the first thing you're going to notice is the absolute versatility of this light. The design, the overall ability to use this in a number of different areas and locations and different mounting options is absolutely phenomenal. I love this about the Haloop. And so as you see, I'm going through all of these different scenarios, testing out the Haloop and the different various ways that I just am trying to think about how I can use this. That's the first thing. This is a light that absolutely allows you to use your imagination. So from outdoors, indoors, all sorts of different lighting scenarios, the Haloop is fantastic. Now you can see here I am testing this on a number of different tripods. The difficulty for me, I am using photography-based tripods, and the actual mount itself and the head of the tripod does tend to get in the way for the Haloop to actually clamp around its proprietary mount. Now at this point you will see I did try a couple of different tripod solutions. Neither of them was great, but when I flipped the Haloop around, it was almost magical. This became an excellent source for indoor lighting if you're a videographer, if you're a vlogger, somebody who likes to actually utilize a ring light or something like that for illumination. This will actually work about perfect. It's a little bit harsh, but at the same time where you can dial in the overall brightness, it actually does work fairly well. So it'll go from fairly low all the way to pretty darn bright. Now you'll notice I was hoping this was magnetic. Unfortunately, it does not have the ability to magnetize itself to different metal objects. That's a little bit of a downfall, but where these are sort of a rubberized base, you can definitely put this on a surface, use this as a table-mounted lantern, and you can see it actually does a very nice job to illuminate my entire office. So this is a 13 by 13 office, and this light more than capable of illuminating this entire area. And if you look at how dark it would have been, the Haloop doing a fantastic job. Now again, keep in mind there are a couple of different lighting options. You have the warm light, and then you have the cool light. The cool light and cool LED really lighting things up. And the fact that this is so versatile. Here you can see I am mounting this on pretty much like a clothes hanger pole, working extremely well. Now, I did have a couple of different odd-sized objects that I was able to mount this to. Here you can see an oval-shaped axe handle, and this mounted to this no problem. So again, very flexible and very versatile. But in my opinion, where the magic happens is outdoors. Here you can see my typical lighting setup, but with the Haloop, so much nicer. Just that warm glow, the warm ambiance, fantastic. Or if you really want to light things up, you can go straight all the way out to that cool LED. And in combination with the Olight Lantern Pro, it's just amazing. Here you can see a little further up on the pole on the umbrella, doing a nice job to illuminate everything and matching in with all the rest of my lighting around my yard. Just really nice having that beautiful warm glow. But even furthermore, look at the actual strange ways you can use this. I took my pry bar, jammed it in the ground. The Haloop was able to go on this with no problem. So making a makeshift work light on the spot, very, very easy. Or if I just wanted to, again, set that ambiance, well, lo and behold, it actually does a fairly nice job this way as well. And most people probably wouldn't realize what I actually used for the pole. Again, it's just my pry bar, but it actually works. And here you can see, as I take a look at the rest of my patio area, looking back towards the Haloop, beautiful. Again, matching in with all the rest of my lighting. And again, if you combine this with the Olight Lantern Pro, you have yourself a stellar setup. And so, all in all, I thought the Olight Lantern Pro was my favorite piece of Olight gear at this point, but now I gotta call it to the Haloop, and well, I can't even show it to you because, well, the Haloop is sitting here right now, actually lighting my scene. This light is absolutely awesome. I love this. It's fantastic, so versatile, and just so incredibly cool. This Haloop is amazing. And so when you look at the vast number of ways I've been able to use this, just using my imagination, it's fantastic. I haven't even begun to experiment with all the different ways this can be used. But the first thing is the ability to click this onto almost anything. I mean, just so crazy to just take, my pry bar and jam it in the dirt and boom, instant work light. The only single thing that I can say, in my opinion, is amiss, not going with high-powered magnets on the back side of this. If these were magnets, oh my God, this would have just been 100%. I will give this a 90, a 9 out of 10. I mean, so darn close to perfect. Again, if this just had the ability to magnetize like onto the side of your fridge or a toolbox or under the hood of a vehicle or whatever, they would have got every possible feature. And the only other thing that I didn't really test is these little loops here, but that's to put it on a wire. This is going to be heavy on a cable, on a wire, on a ridge line, paracord, something like that. You could potentially put it on a branch, but again, just so cool. I cannot overstate the quality of the light, the intrigue, the ambiance, the fact that you go from that nice warm light to really pushing on the cool light, just so awesome. I love the feel, the look and feel you get with that warm light. It matches the rest of my LEDs. It gives you that warm outdoor environment. It's inviting. It's kind of cozy. Very nicely done. So all in all, I mean, who is this for? It's for everybody. If you need light, you need a Haloop. I strongly suggest this. As much as I could really suggest any product, this does it for me. I really like this. I love the construction. The concept to even come up with this is brilliant. So the next iteration is going to be Bluetooth operated, I'm sure. And if they could just put some speakers in this, that would add another level of imagine having speakers in this. Oh my God. So anyway, to the people at Olight, very nicely done. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you so much for providing this for review. And for the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor, take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel is growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there, so if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless 2. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.